Hi, Antanas. Let's take a look at your essays, okay? Dear Mrs. John, I am writing this letter in regards to my visit to the UK under English and Homestay program. Under the English and Homestay program, my name is Lucas, and I am a 23-year, no S, old student at the University of Vilnius, Lithuania. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to you for letting me stay at your home in London. Secondly, I would be really thankful if you could answer a couple of my questions. The main thing that concerns me is how good is the public transport in London, because I will need to travel every day to the center of the city to the International English School. Okay, let's try that one more time. So the main thing that concerns me is how good the public transport in London is, because I will need to travel every day to the center of the city to the International English School, and that's a full stop. What you've done here is you've asked an indirect question. It's not a direct question. So it needs to follow sentence form and no question mark at the end. Okay, another question I have is if I need a visa, not any visa, if I need a visa or permit to stay in the country if the country a full year, which is the term of the program. I would also like to inform you that I will be arriving at the airport of Gatwick on the 2nd of February at 6:30 p.m. local time. I'm looking forward to meeting you and your family. Okay, yours sincerely, Lucas. Okay, so first of all, no capital is required here for the S. It's fine. It's fine. It felt a little short. I'm sure it's 150 words, but it did feel a little short. I would have liked maybe one or two more sentences. You gave your time and your date, and that's fine. But it would have been nice if you had said, I will arrive shortly thereafter, by the tube or, I don't know, Uber or whatever means of transport you plan to use. The other thing is it says ask some essential questions, some. And from what I could tell, you asked two. IELTS is really tricky. Task 1, general, is really tricky with this because you have to really pay attention to the plurals and all those quantity words. So for me, could you get away with asking two questions when it says some? Maybe. Is it super developed? No, definitely not. So just to be safe, when you see something like some questions, ask at least 3, okay? I think it's a safer place to be, because if they had wanted 2 questions, they could have just said to you, ask a couple of questions. Okay? All right, let's move on to your task 2 here. All right, this is the international marketing one. Let's see your answer. Nowadays, it is hard to find a country which is unaffected by globalization and international marketing. Some would argue that it is unwelcoming and even treats it as if it is some kind of invasion. I am unconvinced that international marketing is bad and strongly believe that it is extremely beneficial for any country. Okay. On the one hand, arrival of large foreign companies brings additional competition to local manufacturers, no A, and services. As a result, some of the local companies are unable to compete and might even be driven to extinction. For example, foreign companies such as Lidl, no E, and Tesco are able to reduce their prices so low, therefore making it really difficult for smaller local sellers to stay in the market. Well, okay, but are we really talking about international marketing here, or are we simply talking about international trade? There is a difference, okay? They are not synonymous, so make sure that you are talking about the right concept here. On the other hand, with the arrival of large international companies comes economic benefits too, or economic benefits as well, not and. Not only can that country collect more taxes for the budget, which allows investing received money to areas that can further contribute to economic growth, but also these companies create new jobs. Get rid of the For instance, when Lidl, no E, came to the UK, it created brand new jobs to fill shop staff positions. Moreover, many people were employed to do construction, no A, and planning work. Okay. This is supposed to be talking about the necessary and economical form of education that international marketing provides. And you haven't talked about that at all. You've talked about employment opportunities, but nothing about education, nothing about the spreading of ideas, language, and culture. So this is certainly really off topic, okay? It's not a discuss the advantages and disadvantages of globalization. That sounds like what you're answering, okay? But that's not at all what the question asked you here. So this is going to be a problem for you in terms of your task achievement score. All right, let's move on. To sum up, it can be not enclosed, but it can be surmised. It can be concluded. You could say that. So to sum up, it can be concluded that international marketing puts pressure on local companies and could be a result that let's try that again. Puts pressure on local companies and could create as a result that some of them do not survive. However, with benefits it brings to a country, you don't need a comma here. With benefits it brings to a country, it overweights, no, overweight is somebody who's too heavy. It outweighs all the drawbacks. Okay, so we've talked really quite a bit about some of the problems with this essay. For me, the biggest one is task achievement. You're off topic in the body paragraphs completely. You misinterpreted the topic, but there are some other errors as well. And like I said, I think this was a little underdeveloped, but it was off topic anyway. Now, I don't want you to get too discouraged about it being off topic. This is actually something that happens a lot, especially with this particular essay. It's a challenging topic. So it is also one that is easily overcome, though. All right, with some guidance, with some feedback, and teaching you a little bit about how to approach the tasks, it's something that we can get over with. We can kind of surpass it really quickly. Okay, so I'd like to see more of your work. I'd like to see how you write after getting continued feedback. So please do write us more essays. Sign up if you could for one of the error correction packs. And I look forward to seeing more of your writing in the future. Good luck.